Hey guys, so this is my week 23 pregnancy vlog. I'm not 23 weeks yet, I'm going to be 23 weeks tomorrow, but I had time on my hands today to film the video, so I was like, just let me film it and get it over with so I don't forget like I do every other week. So this week he should be weighing 1.3 to 1.4 pounds. That's just a estimate. Every time I say that's how much he weighs, I get it off of this app on my phone. But I know at my 20-week anatomy scan, he was weighing 13 ounces, so I'm pretty sure in 3 weeks he gained well enough over that 1 pound mark. And he should be measuring from head to toe around 10 inches. But like I said, that's all estimates. I can't really tell you how much he is unless I have an ultrasound that week. So this week, my total weight gain, not for the week, but the pregnancy, for my pre-pregnancy weight, I gained 9 pounds, which I'm pretty happy about because I know in every single video I tell you guys that I don't want to gain too much weight because I don't want to have to work so hard to get to my pre-pregnancy weight after I have him. I just don't want to have all those extra pounds that's just not needed, and I just want to gain the healthy amount of weight, at least like 25 pounds. I really don't want to go over that, but never know what my body's gonna do, so I can't just say I want to gain that much and then gain that much. So 9 pounds and only have 17 weeks to go, so hopefully I don't gain too much by then either and just the recommended amount of weight. So maternity clothes is still the same thing, like still capri. I bought some capri pants and I have like 2 pair of maternity pants, and then other than that I wear just normal clothes, and I probably have 1 or 2 maternity shirts. I told you guys last week, I think too, that I'm still just shopping at normal places. I'll just get like a bigger size, and even if I'm still not in that bigger size, because I can still wear mediums in most places, even though my stomach looks like a whale. But I'll just get a large because I know that I'm gonna get large and I'll probably need a large, and I don't want to buy clothes and not be able to wear them in like a month or 2 because I'm just wasting all my money on clothes. Stretch marks, they are still just on my butt, which is really annoying. Like I have them nowhere on my stomach. Thankfully I don't get them anywhere on my stomach. I haven't been using my cream yet, which I should be using because I don't want them, so I don't know why I'm not using my cream. I guess I'm getting too lazy. But yeah, they're just on my butt and they're really annoying. I don't know why, but around like 16 weeks my butt just decided to sprout little stretch marks all over, and they're really ugly and I just want them gone. Sleep has still been pretty good. It's way better than my other couple of weeks that I told you that I was so bad and I couldn't fall asleep and all. Usually I want to go sleep till 3 o'clock in the morning, and now I'm going to sleep at around like 11 or 12 unless he keeps me up with his kicking like usually. But it's still hard to get comfortable. I mean, you have to adjust to having a huge stomach, and you can't sleep in your stomach because I was a big stomach sleeper before I got pregnant, so now it's hard to adjust myself to where I don't get on my stomach. And I've been waking up on my back. I know you're not supposed to sleep on your back, but I don't go to sleep on my back, I just wake up on it. So apparently I'm just comfortable on my back, and I know they say that if you just wake up on it, it's not that big of a deal because you just switch positions when you're uncomfortable while you're sleeping. It's just like a mind thing, like you just know to switch positions. So I don't think I sleep on my back all night long. It's probably just the beginning of the morning whenever I'm uncomfortable and I wake up on my back and I make sure to switch over. Symptoms or back aches are still there. The round ligament pain thankfully laid off of me for a while. I haven't been having it for like a week or past couple of weeks because I just don't want them. They suck, they hurt, and they're just not fun. Of course, hungry is going to be one of my symptoms. What pregnant girl isn't hungry? Is just like a raging freaking cow. I'm so hungry I can like eat everything in my sight. But thank God I have a little bit of self-control and I don't eat everything in my sight because I would be looking like a house. Like I'm already not looking like a house, but I would be looking pretty freaking huge and I'd be gaining more than 9 pounds. Another symptom I've been having is Charlie horses and my butt muscle. I don't know what's up with it, but whenever I start walking a lot, or if I notice that I walk a lot that day and go shopping or something, I will get Charlie horses in my butt muscle, and it sucks really bad. I also had, I don't know, I can't really say if that's what they were, but I think that they were Braxton Hicks last week, because my stomach would start hurting and it would get tight, which I know they say that's Braxton Hicks, but I don't know that was them for sure because I wasn't being monitored or anything. But I think I've been having them and they're not too fun. I think that's it for the symptoms. Yeah, it's probably a lot, but whatever. You're pregnant and things happen and you have a lot of symptoms and your life is just crazy. So hospital, I have to talk about that because I went to the hospital. I think it might have been Easter night, or it might have been the night after Easter. I'm not sure. But I started having pains in like my upper stomach, and I thought it was just like digestional kind of pains and all. But then as the day went along, they started getting worse, and they'd get like, they started moving to the bottom of my stomach. And it's not like, it wasn't a constant pain, it was just a thing of like, it'd come and then it go. And then they started moving to my back. And then I got really worried because I was kind of scared that I was having contractions and I did not want to go into preterm labor, especially at 22 weeks. It's just not a good thing to go into labor that early, apparently. Like, obviously you don't want to go into labor, have him that early, because he's not developed yet and he has to cook a little bit more before he can come out. But we went to the hospital around 12 o'clock because it was getting to the point that I just could not even walk anymore because it was just hurting so bad. They sent me up to labor and delivery, which was pretty scary because I've never been up there before. And they hooked me up to all the monitors and they watched me for around an hour or two. But everything turned out good. Like, my urine came back good. I wasn't having contractions and his heart rate was good. So they just didn't know what was wrong. It could have been like I was saying, digestional kind of pains or stretching pains or something, I don't know, but it just really hurted super bad. The pain was still there when I went home, and the next morning I woke up, they were still there, but they weren't as bad. And then at the end of that day, they were just gone completely, so I have no clue where they were. But I just hope I don't get them again because they hurt. What else? Movement is still, not still, but it has been moving up. It has been a lot more frequent than it used to be. I know last week he wasn't moving too much. It's like one day I just noticed and I was like, I didn't feel him moving all day yet, and it was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And okay, sorry, I'm back. I had to go hurry up and do something. I got my ACT scores in from the 3 weeks ago, and I'm so happy I made a 23, my composite score, and that is a score that most colleges that I want to go to especially accept, and I thought I did horrible on that test. So happy. Okay, so back to the vlog. The movement, like I was saying last week, started getting light, and I noticed that one day I just wasn't feeling him like I used to feel him, and it was really worrying me. So of course I got my Doppler out and listened to his heartbeat, and it was good. So when I went to the doctor, I told her about that, and she was just saying that, oh, some weeks they might not move a lot or whatever. I don't know. She was just saying a bunch of stuff, how they might not move a lot, but it was just really worried me because I thought they were supposed to get stronger, and I was so used to feeling him all day, every day, really strong kicks, and it just wasn't like that anymore. But you know how when you go to the doctor and you go say that you have a pain, and then all of a sudden the pain's like going, I guess that's what happened, or he just heard me telling her or something, which is crazy. I don't really believe that, but ew, stop, my dog is licking me. Okay, so I told her, and then when I came back home, he just started moving like crazy, and ever since then he's been moving like freaking crazy, and he just hasn't stopped, and he's back to moving probably even more than he was before, which I love though, because I love feeling his little kicks. But he also started doing this really cool thing. One night I was laying in bed and he was kicking, so I had my hand on my stomach, and he pushed up. I don't know if it was either like his head or his butt, and then there was like another little thing to the side. He pushed up and then he just like glided across my stomach, so I'm guessing he's like just pushing up and doing like this across my stomach, which is so cool. So that probably was like his head and his freaking like arm or something, or his butt and his legs, and it was just so awesome. And I guess he learned that he can do that now. It's like every time he does something new, he just starts doing it over and over and over again. It's like he learns that he can do it, so he just wants to show it off. But he's been doing that all week now, and it's just so cool. And I'm trying to read on my phone because I know every single week I come on here and I forget everything I need to tell you guys. So this week I wrote it all on my phone so I remember it and I can see it. So sorry if I go blank a little bit. I'm just looking at my phone. His anatomy scan. I know at 20 weeks I told you guys that I'd film his anatomy scan, and if I couldn't because the doctor said not to, then I just wouldn't. Obviously I wouldn't just sneak in and film it because they'd see me. But they actually didn't tell me that I couldn't film it, and I guess I was so excited to go film it, not to go film it, to go to the anatomy scan and see him, that I completely forgot about filming it. And the second I got out of there, I was like, are you serious? I forgot to film his scan. But I have another one in around a week. Yeah, it's like a week and 2 days, something like that. But at the doctor, she told me that in his anatomy scan, they could not see, not couldn't, but they just didn't see his kidneys. So we have to go back and do kind of a re-anatomy scan to make sure that they're there and they're growing and working properly. But she said that my fluid levels are good, so that shows that his kidneys are working. If they weren't working, then my fluid levels would be low, and that would be a problem. So it made me kind of worried because, of course, if they tell you something might be wrong with your child, is just kind of worrisome, and you have to wait 2 weeks to know because she scheduled the scan for 2 weeks after that appointment, and it just kind of made me worried. But now I just think of it as I get another scan and I get to see him again, and it's probably just gonna be the way he was positioned or something, and everything will be fine. So you just have to think positive and think that everything will come out fine. His nursery is still being done. We haven't really got anything new except for his mattress and his sheets. We're actually not, like, we decided on not getting a crib set because everyone that we look at is like $200. I mean, we have the money, but I don't see why I pay $200 when you can't even use anything. And they're like, you can't use the crib bumper, you can't use the blanket, you can't use this and that. So I don't see the point of paying it if I have to take it out every single time he gets in there. So we just decided to go with the sheets, and that's it. They were only like $10 and they're super cute. So his nursery's still getting done, and I'm not going to show you guys until we're completely finished with everything, because we still need to get in the closet and finish that. We still need a chair, and we still need this and that, and it's just a bunch of stuff. My belly button is still an innie, but it's really confusing. It's kind of like an innie and an outie. It's like an outie inside of an innie. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the middle's poofing out, but then it's still inside. I don't know. It's just super weird, and it's ugly. I don't know. Cravings. I actually haven't been craving all that much stuff lately. It's just the usual thing of like wanting hot Cheetos and all that, but it's not a craving to where like, oh my god, I want it, I have to have it. The best moment of this week was definitely feeling that move that I told you, like him rolling across my stomach. That's just so cool. And he actually kicks whenever I video. Usually, I'm sorry if you hear a kind of noise in the background, that's just my dog going crazy, because she's in. But usually whenever I go to film him while he's kicking, he just completely stops and won't start again until I stop filming him. But I actually got like 3 really good kicks on my phone, and I'll try to put them in this video if I can. I don't know if my phone's gonna let me, because it didn't let me the last time I was trying to do it. Do I miss anything? No. I always tell you guys that I love being pregnant, and there's honestly nothing I miss. There's nothing that I used to do every single day that I can't do anymore. So looking forward to the next scan to see if everything's fine, and to see him and how he's doing, because it's just awesome seeing him. And I'm also looking forward to our 4D ultrasound. We're gonna schedule that when I'm like 28 weeks, so he'll have baby fat on his face and we can see what he looks like, and it'll be a really long one, so I'll definitely put that one on here, because that one they give you a CD of it, so I won't forget to film this one. And I just can't wait to go through that one because my last 40 ultrasound was at 14 weeks, and of course he still looked like a little alien and he didn't really look like a baby yet. So that is it for this pregnancy vlog, and if I remember anything, I'm gonna tell you again in the next video, but I'm pretty sure I didn't forget anything for this week because I had it all written down. So I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye!